Hi guys, I hope you're safe and well during these tough times. My name is Jade. I'm a member of Wednesday's ID, and you might know me from the Shake Shack, as I make good milkshakes. And yeah, I'm here this week to tell you about my testimony of how I became a Christian. And so here we go. Basically, my dad was Christian. And he brought me along to his church sometimes, and I would just sit there listening to music on my CD player during the ancient times. And I know God was there, but I didn't really have a keen interest at the time. It wasn't until like 2003, me and my family moved to East Sussex. And in 2005, my sister brought me along to our local youth group at another church, and it was with that youth group I went to an event called New Day. I love New Day. I've been going on and off since I was 13 years old, and that's like fast forwarding 15 years on. Lord, I'm 28. But I loved it because it targeted at 13s to 18s, and it didn't it really involved people. Like, you could do outreach, you can tell people about God, and you know what, I loved it. It's like, I remember these tops where you'd on the back it said, "Want to know Jesus? Ask me how." I loved it. It's like, even people asking questions and you can tell them all about him. It's like, yes. But yeah, I went to New Day in 2005, and that's where it was started all for me. I gave my life to God in 2005, and in 2006 I got baptised. Best decision I could have made, really, because I wanted to give my life to God, and I don't regret that. And I believed in God, but I wasn't like a full-on, like, you know what, let's read the Bible everyday Christian. And I think it was fast forward. What the game changer for me was in 2015, I did a year out with Eastbourne King's Church for a year. It's Impact as a year, where basically you spend time with the church, you help in certain areas, you grow as a person and a character, and it just like boosts your faith. And I'm so glad I made that decision, because here I am now in 2020. I've been given so much. I'm blessed. I'm just thinking, like, last few months I've been really blessed with my friendships, my families, my faith, my church. It's just brilliant. And yeah, becoming Christian, it was one of the best things I could have done. And I would say a particular area for me personally was how, when God changed my life, I have learning needs. I have a disability which is called severe receptive language disorder, which means I don't get everything like everybody else. Like, if someone told a very funny joke and everyone was laughing, and you looked around and you saw me and I wasn't laughing, you think, why? It's not because I don't think it's funny. It's just because I generally can't get it. Like, my brain doesn't process these things like everybody else. And for me, that really made me feel like the oddball out. Even during school and social groups, I felt like I was the odd one out, because trying to communicate a relationship with other people wasn't always my strong suits. So it wasn't until I was probably, I would say, 16, just about that age, that God really sorted it for me. I accepted who I was. I have a learning need, but doesn't mean that defines who I am. Like, Jesus didn't choose to hang out with all the rich people and everything. He chose to be with people who were the odd ones out, and I loved that. I loved the fact that I wasn't on my own. And what really stood out to me in that particular spot really was, there's this psalm called 139, it's verse 14, and it really speaks to me, where Jesus said, it says, I praise you because you made me an amazing and wonderful way, and what you have done is wonderful. I know this well. I've been made how God wanted me to. He made me with my learning disability because it molded me into the character I am today. And I say thank you. Through all the trials I've seen in my life, he has never failed me. He's never let me go. He's never let me down. And he is like me. He was an odd